Hi and welcome to Watch the Time. I know this isn't a watch video, but if you've watched my videos before you might know I'm interested in chess. I have done a review on chess sets before. I think I've got 7 or 8 chess sets now, and my partner has got into chess after watching the Queen's Gambit, and she's got into chess. She knows how to play, but she's not very good. Like me, I'm not very good, but I'm a lot better than her, so the games tend to be a bit one-sided. So I was looking for a computer chess set, and I've got one of these little sort of ones from the 80s, a Kasparov one, which you have to press down and then move, and then it tells you the next move of the computer, and then you read that off, and then you move that, and it's a bit clunky. It works, but it's a bit clunky. And then I sort of got into these DGT Centaur boards, and I just liked the clean, modern Apple look of them. So I picked one up from a shop in the UK, a great chess shop, and do all sorts of chess sets, gadgets, and lovely stuff, really lovely stuff. So I ordered one. It's about £350. And that sounds like a lot of money for an electronic chess set, especially bearing in mind that the pieces are they're just plastic, but they're nicely made plastic and they've got a nice weight to them. The board it's all quite plasticky, and you've got this funny little bit here with this sort of looks like a sticker almost. So when I first unboxed this, my initial thoughts were it's actually a little bit cheap, sort of sounding and looking, but then you turn it on and start playing, and it's just spectacular, and it does everything that we want. There's two things we wanted. One, we want to be able to play the computer, and it needs to be seamless. And I don't like playing on a screen. I often miss moves on a screen. I like playing a physical game of chess. And I did look at the chess sets that move the pieces, and you're sitting there and it goes woo, 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 like this. But I think they take too long to move the pieces, so I thought I'd give this a go. Now, one of the other stipulations, apart from playing against the computer, I wanted to be able to just play normal chess on it, which you can. And when I'm playing my partner, we can put it in what's called an assessment mode. So the computer won't get involved in any way, shape, or form, but it knows what you're doing. And if my girlfriend wants a hint, we can press the hint button, the question mark, and it will hint her a move, and that's fantastic. And you know, it's a great way of learning, and this is a powerful board as well. I mean, it's tough on beginner mode for me, and it's got beginner and normal and expert or something. We'll have a little look. So let's just, when I unboxed this, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't look at the instruction manual, as you don't, and all I did was, it says let's play, press play, pause to start. So that's this button here. So I just press that and this happens. And I'm like, right, okay, fair enough. Not really sure what all that is about, but I'd done some research on this, but not a lot. And I was thinking, right, okay, what do I do now? And then the display, I'd already set the pieces up, and then the display shows the pieces as I've set them up. And I was like, right, okay, that's good. What do I do now? So I thought, well, just out of interest, I'll move. And that happens. So now bear in mind, this is factory default reset. Actually, no, it's not factory default. I've added the score on there on the display. But other than that, it's, you know, factory. So I thought, right, okay, that's interesting. Right, so it's telling me to move there, and that's so intuitive. The fact that it doesn't move itself is not a problem. It doesn't interfere with my thought process on the game, moving their piece. And if you've got someone nearby that can do it for you, that's even better. But I just thought this was just so seamless and fun. And over here on the display, it logs your move. It shows you the score. If it's a plus, then white are up. If it's a minus, then black are up. And you've got all the pieces. If you knock a piece off the board, you've got a display there to show you where it should be. If you make a mistake, it will let you know. So if I try and move this pawn to here, doesn't like it, and it's flashing saying put it back, basically. And you've got question marks on there, so we'll put that back. And for now we will, what should we do? Let's get the bishop out. Now this computer system, apparently it plays more like a human than a computer, and I like the idea of that. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure, but it certainly doesn't do the same thing every time you play. It seems to do different things, and it reacts differently to what you do. And apparently, it kind of learns your game. I don't really know how it does that. I think if you do a really ridiculous move, perhaps it thinks, right, I'm playing a dumbass, and I'll ease back a little bit on them. So what I'm doing at the moment, I'm trying to learn to be a better chess player. So what I'm working on at the moment is development of my pieces, just so you know. And I'm just going to castle here. Interesting talking about development and the way I'm playing and he's playing. He's come out with, so he's developed two pieces. I've developed three pieces and I've castled, and so I would say I'm slightly up, and it's showing plus 0.79 up. So I'm ahead of the game at the moment, and that's a good way of monitoring how good or bad a move is, and you can have that on or off. So if I now want to ask for a suggestion, I can just press the question mark, and it's saying push that pawn forward into that position, which is not something I want to do at the moment. Push into there, because that can just be attacked by a pawn quite easily. So I'm not going to do that move. Instead, I'm going to push this pawn forward to cover off. I've got no protection on my bishop at the moment, and I'm going to do that. So I'm protecting my bishop and my pawn. So it ignored the fact that I didn't do what it wanted to do, and it's just now carried on. It's going to make its move. There we go. I'm just going to bring my second bishop out now and put pressure on that pawn there, and it's covered off by that pawn. So now he's taking my knight with his bishop. He's doing an exchange. There we go. Now, as you saw there, I just slid the piece. That works fine. You can slide the piece, you can pick it up and drop it. You don't need to push down. You don't need to do any kind of tap in or anything like that. Just going to interject here. That was an interesting move. I've moved my rook to attack his unprotected pawn, and within a move, he's made an attack on my queen to buy himself some time, and then he's gone and defended his unprotected pawn, which is an interesting move. I think that's a kind of thing I would have done. It's keeping an eye on your unprotected pieces is always a good thing in chess. So yeah, I like the way it plays. Okay, so there you go, checkmate. Now, according to that, I was actually doing very well. I made a mistake, one mistake, and that kind of screwed me really. But I quite enjoyed that game. It was quite tactical. As I said, I'm not a very good player online. I think I'm rated at 1130 or something like that. So I'm, not a very good player. But I didn't feel like it thrashed me. I felt like we got really bogged down in the middle of the game. I'm learning all the time about different moves and techniques. So I'm not bothered that I lost. I can just reset, and I'm just going to quickly show when you reset the board. So I'm not going to touch any of this. I'm just going to reset the board. So I'm just going to put this last piece on, and if we just look at that, it just shows the board reset, ready for another game. Now you've got some menu options here. So you've got game modes, friendly, challenging, expert, computer plays black, computer plays white, or analysis mode, where you can play each other and let the computer chip in by pressing the hint button. So we've got game time, so you've got a timer, and then it will actually display the two timers up from 2 minutes to 90 minutes or off. And obviously if you set it to 2 minutes, the computer plays almost like speed chess. Set pieces, you can set the pieces up anyhow you want to play through a maneuver or something. Then you've got display, sound, light, usual things. You can adjust the lights for outside or indoors. The sound is either on or off, and it's just that odd bleep every now and again. And display, it will, on this little display here, it means you can have the board, the clocks, the hints, and then the text size small and large. So I just tend to have board, score, and large font, and that's it. It's a very simple, elegant design, but there's a lot of power in here. There really is. I'm going to do a video where I'm going to play it against my SideTech or whatever it is, my old 80s Kasparov computer. So I'm going to set them up side by side and play them off against each other and see who wins. This is modern technology, so in theory this should win, but those old computers only play like computers, whereas this apparently plays like a human. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. So I hope you like this review, my review of the DGT Centaur computer chessboard. It's absolutely fantastic. I know they're expensive, but to me it's worth every penny, and I'm really enjoying it. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, bye.